Hello and welcome, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for coming and watching the replay. I was trying to think of what to do today, and I've had this stamp set sitting on my shelf for a very, very long time, thinking I'm going to do something special with it. But I thought, you know what, I'm just going to bite the bullet, because I keep thinking maybe to do like a Christmas countdown thing where I do, you know, Christmas for 10 days solid. And I thought, no, I don't think I'm that disciplined. However, what I am good at doing is perhaps doing some Christmas themed things and having a specific Christmas playlist. So I already do have a Christmas playlist. So if you haven't checked that out and you want some Christmas ideas, do go and have a look at that later. I also was on Pinterest earlier and I thought, you know what, I am just going to Google Christmas colour schemes and see what's available, because sometimes I get a bit bored of the kind of the typical, you know, red, green, yellow type thing. And there are some really lovely ideas on Pinterest. So I do suggest that if you do get a bit bored and want to, you know, broaden your horizons a little bit, then go for it. Now you see this one I'm looking at is Blushing Bride, terracotta tile. We haven't got that sort of colour, so I'm going to say Misty Moonlight, and then Crumb Cake, and then Sahara Sand. Gorgeous, love that. Then that's like Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, and then Misty Moonlight and Coastal Cabana White. And then we've got this kind of like pinky mauvey scheme here. Then we've got this very cheery kind of pinks and greens. So there's lots of interesting schemes out there if you fancy trying something a bit different. I'm aiming to do at least one sheet wonder, if not two, with you, just to get your juices rolling. And also, over the next few weeks, I'll do some more Christmas one sheet wonders, but also show you how to make boxes and bags, because that, you know, I know you guys really particularly like that. So actually, I will ask you guys on live, because this is a live broadcast, so if you can see the red rectangle somewhere and the word live, that means I'm live. And let's find out from you guys who are on the live if you'd prefer to see me make a bag or a box or that kind of thing. Oh, Highland Heather and Soft Sea Foam with Pool Party. Oh, yes, that'd be a nice idea. Right, hiya, Linda, Deborah. Oh, mate, can you get me some fizzy water, please? I'm really thirsty. I've just realised I'm really thirsty. Who's on here? Helen, Martina, Kay, Tashana, Jennifer, Caroline, Lorraine, Reet, Janine. Oh, this is a good time for some of you guys. Hi, Vanessa. A box. How about a bag? Okay. Hello, Christine. I know I've come on early because we've got some friends around to watch a film later. They're in our social bubble, but come Monday, we cannot have more than 6 people in our house over 11, aged over 11. So we're going to have to yeah, it's going to be a bit odd because the COVID rates have gone up in Wales, that and throughout the UK actually. The whole of UK are kind of reacting to things at the moment. So I do like Peace and Joy. Bright is... Oh, thank you. Oh, look at that lovely bit of fizzy water.
It looks like soup.
What looks like soup? Oh, the drink. Bubbles. Right, May, could you help me put some blocks on, some stamps on blocks for me, please? Maybe. Well, you can say hello to everybody if you really want.
Hello.
Right, can you get some of these out?
Hello.
I like the idea of having some nice big words. Oh, look, Helen Joy is watching, so let's go for Joy.
Hello.
For Joy. Right, can you help, please? Put all these leaves and bits and pieces on some blocks. Oh, that's too small. That one. That one. Joy. Okay, so let's design this as if we're doing a bag.
A bag?
And I'm going to go with the colours that Kay said earlier, which were Highland Heather, Soft Sea Foam, and Pool Party. Now, I do know that Soft Sea Foam sometimes doesn't quite show up on the screen, so I am going to just pull out Pear Pizzazz as well, just in case. Now, I used Pear Pizzazz the other day with Soft Sea Foam, actually, on Helen's wreath that I did. the other day, so I know they look gorgeous together. So I'm thinking it'd be nice to have the word joy kind of like scattered across the bottom of my bag. So this is going to be like, I'm going to use a whole sheet to create this bag. And then we'd like some of these leaves, these kind of like ferny leaves. So hi Lorraine Wilson, hello Valerie. So yeah, BC is in, oh yeah, I think lots of places are, unfortunately. Got some gorgeous leaves here, look. Let me just go through this stamp set with you actually. We have the words bright, peace, joy. Then we have these that have say sending to the world, to you and yours, on earth, happy and Christmas. So you could have happy Christmas, peace and joy, peace on earth, sending joy, sending peace to you and yours. Sending peace to you and yours, sending bright to you and yours, bright peace to you and yours. Anyway, you know what I mean. It goes on and on. And then we have these cute, we've got some cute little holly berries. These are super cute. And then we also have these elements that are kind of like sparkles. I hesitate to call them snowflakes. I've got the thing about snowflakes are meant to be six-sided. They are not four-sided. So I'm not going to call these snowflakes, but these are kind of like ping, kind of like ting moments. So, right, let's get on with some little holly berries. No, holly leaves, sorry. Okay, so let's pop some of these around the place. So I'm just stamping and then stamping again to get a lighter version. Such a simple technique to make your ink stretch further. So if you're a beginner stamper and you're thinking, don't know what ink pads to get first, go for the darker ones because you can always stamp them off and you've got your lighter version there. All right, and I know some of you harden, fasten, you know, you hardened stampers, you know all this stuff, but for you guys starting out, I'll keep giving you these useful tips because you need them. So here we are with some nice fern. Now, I must admit, this isn't the prettiest fern in the world. It's very, I would say, very graphic design. It's very kind of modern. I generally tend to like more natural looking, more wispy looking leaves. However, I'm going to embrace the modern vibe and just accept. Oh, why am I stamping down there? Okay, because we're going to make a bag later, everybody, we do not actually need to stamp along the bottom 1.5 inches. Silly me. Anyway, we'll refocus. Refocus. Let's go up a bit like this. There we go. Then we have this lovely leaf here as well. I can see me using a lot of these leaves with other stamp sets, but what I like to do when I get a new stamp set is to have a play with it on its own, just to get to know it very well. And then I have a better sense of what, or how, rather, it will work with other stamp sets. So, welcome to my channel. If you're new to it, please do hit that subscribe button. Now, apparently, if you hit that bell button now, I had to check it out the other day. You can choose whether or not you want to be notified of all my videos or some of my videos. So it depends how much you want to see me, really. So, hi, Fanny! Yay! Oh, she's cooking a green Thai chicken curry. Right, so everybody, if you're into cooking, you need to follow Fanny Stafford. Fanny has this amazing kitchen gadget in her kitchen. And yeah, so if you're a bit of a foodie, although Fanny, do you do cookery videos? If not, why not? But you can, Fanny is contactable, aren't you? So Fanny lives near me-ish. When I say near me, as in she lives in this country, in the UK. Not a million miles away from me. And she's a fellow sister. But the default is what YouTube thinks you want to watch. So if you want to get all notifications, you need to choose it. Ah, okay. I see it more as a conifer twig than a fern. Ah, yes. Okay. Good-o. Hi, Nancy Joe. You don't do cooking videos yet, only stamping. Oh. Right, we're going to go with a purple berry. It got a bit cold, these berries, so they're going to be purple. Just saying. Because this is the colour scheme that we've ended up with. Oh, these are adorable little berries. This is very much a very clean style stamping. There's me stamping all over the place with it. But, oh, now this has annoyed me. I've gone and put the holly berries next to that leaf, and it really should have a holly next to it. See, I'm a bit funny like that. It's like, to me, that doesn't make sense. Why would there be holly berries next to well, it's more like a mistletoe, actually. I suppose we could have little mistletoes. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Thank you, Fanny. Yeah, we just went away as a family for 4 days. And we went to somewhere you might know. Anyway, I'll talk to you about it another time. It was lovely. Okay, so I've got my blue here now. I'm wondering whether to hit the sparkles. Let's get the sparkles going. So we've got these Ickle sparkles. You love the video. Oh, good. Good, good. Thanks for watching that then, Fanny. A rosemary Conley recipe. So did you make the paste from scratch? So I'm putting these little sparkles. You see how I'm putting them really close together? So in effect, I'm kind of creating my own stamp here, because I just want to quickly add these. Now I am using Pool Party, which is a fairly pale colour, but I am doing a bit of second generation stamping, and it's a very faint impression that we're getting, but it's pretty. You know, it's just there. It's like a little watermark in the background. It's very sweet. Hi, Eddie the Anderson. Edie or Eddie from Arizona. You're very welcome. Oh, I do enjoy playing with a new stamp set. It gives you, you know, possibilities. A sense of wonder. Right, so now this is all making way for me to stamp the Joy stamp. So, hey Miss Bev, hi Jim Marley. How are you doing, Miss Mika? Right. So I'm looking for spaces. I know I've got these purple dots already here, so I'm kind of looking for spaces to where it will fit. And also in the back of my mind, I'm thinking the gusset for the bag is going to kind of go there. So I want the Joy to be on the front of the bag somewhere. So those are definitely sparkles. Yes, they are. They're not snowflakes, are they? There we go. I think that's nice. And then we do have Joy to the world. So I'm thinking, could we put the to the world bit on here as well? Get my little thin block. Where are they? I do like this style of stamp where it has the negative words showing. Okay. Tip. If it's a long stamp like this and you're finding it hard to put it on the block straight, put the word on the paper and then pick it up. All right, not if it's inky, obviously, but it's more likely to be straight then. Okay, don't have to push too hard, remember. So I'm going to go joy. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'll pop you there to the world. I'm just giving it a moment for that ink to soak in. And I'm not over pushing because I don't want to distort the stamp, which can sometimes happen with the photopolymer. If you push too hard, you can distort it. So, hi Sherry Lynn from Washington State. You're very welcome. Is this your first time on a live? I have got black on my nails today, Helen. Black with one little chip there. Yes, Roden 70 is from the... Yes, that's Karen. I am trying to resist buying Peace and Joy. Well, maybe we could come to some arrangement of swappage, Fanny. Let's contact me about it. Because if I use it for... Maybe if I use it hard and fast for 2 weeks, maybe I can do a little bit of a swap-de-doo with you. Right, I'm happy with that, but I don't know whether I need to do something extra. Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, so let's sort out making a bag. So depending kind of how stumpy you want it. So I'm using the UK size A4. And it measures just over 11, well, it's nearly 12 inches, not quite. So I am going to score this at 1 inch along the bottom, like that, or 2.5 centimetres. Okay. And then, what stamp set am I resisting at the moment? Oh, oops. I am resisting the snowflake ones. Yes, to be quite honest with you. Okay, so then here, oh right, now let me show you how. Let me show you out the work, how to work it out for a bag. Right, we're going to do some maths here, guys. So get your calculators out. What you need to do is you measure the width of your cardstock. Now, the reason why I'm not giving you specific measurements is because I know I have an American audience and a British audience and an Australian audience and so on and so forth. So what you do is you take the width and you find the nearest kind of like whole number. So if you're using inches, for me that's about 11 inches. And if I'm using centimetres, that's about 28 centimetres. I'm not going to go for 29 because that would mean I'd only have this tiny little thin bit to do my gluing. So I'm looking at either 28 centimetres or 11 inches. So this is for the UK A4 or UK Europe stroke Australia stroke NZ. Okay, so this is A4. So then you divide that by 2. Okay, so that gives me 14 centimetres or 5.5 inches in which to get my front and back panels plus the gusset. All right, the gusset is the side of the bag. So I don't know, say we get these here, two ink pads. That's the front, those are the gusset, that's the back, that's the gusset. So we need 2 gussets and 2 front, we need a front and a back panel. So from 28 centimetres, I might decide, okay, I would like my gusset to be 4 centimetres. So 4 centimetres plus the 4 centimetres on that side is, so hold on, 28 divided by 2 equals 14 centimetres. Then I take away 4 centimetres for the gusset. So that means I'm left with 10 centimetres there. So I need to score at 10 centimetres plus the 4 there, plus 10, plus 4, and then the other 8. So that would be 10, 14, 24, and 28. Okay, so you could do it with inches if you want to as well. So that would be 5.5 inches, 5.5. So I don't know, say I want my gusset to be 1.5 inches. So that would be 4 inches and 1.5 inches for the gusset. So I would score at 4 inches, then 5.5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 9.5, and then at 11. Okay, I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I might have to do a separate class all about mathematics and how you work out your measurements. Okay, so, oh, just bear with, someone's at my door, nobody's hearing it. Can someone get the door? So this is what happens when I'm in here and my kids are all playing and my husband's in another room. They don't hear the front door. Right, so we go with inches because I actually used inches for here. So that's at 1 there. So, please, no maths, Ruth. Okay. Okay, so I put it in at 4 inches. Now, the only problem is I can see that that is going to go into my joy bit. So I'm actually going to do the gusset first. So I'm going to do that at 1.5. Like that. So 1.5 plus 4 is 5.5. 5.5 plus 1.5 is 7. So move it up to 7 inches. Then 7 plus 4 is 11. And then we have a little strip there for sticking the glue. Now, if you think that that's a little bit too thick, you can always cut a little slither off that if you want to. But it's up to you. Some people like a big slither for their glue, and some people like it slightly thinner. So. Right, so there we go. We can fold these pieces. Now, the only thing to remember is that when you do the side pieces, you've got to make sure that these two added up is a little bit bigger than the gusset. So because I did 1.5, that's fine. So obviously 1 and 1 is 2, and that's a little bit more than the gusset because they've got to meet in the middle. Yeah, Martina showed me some time ago how she does her measurements. I couldn't quite remember how to tell you now, but it was ingenious. I think the last time I did a bag video, probably you can hear me trying to read Martina's instructions, and I think I did eventually get it. Okay, so I'm just cutting into the bottom pieces here. And then this piece here, you just need to cut up to that point there and cut that off like that. And remember to burnish your edges. Okay. I did have my little burnisher. I did find my bone folder after it being missing for a month. Oh, here it is. There we go. So if you'd like to burnish your edges, you can do that. Just helps give a very crisp corner. And there you have it. You can then stick that together. Now, I am slightly hesitant to stick this together because I'm not really ready to give a bag away, but I will just, if I use a little bit of washi tape to hold it down, I can show you how this works. Okay, so what you would normally do, everybody, is you would put glue along that piece there, then you would fold that up, and then hold that down, stick it down, and then you would pop this bit open. So I know what, let's just pop a little bit of tape there, and a little bit of tape there. And then what you would do is you would pop these two pieces down and then you would glue that section there. So again, we'll just tape it and then. Right, and there we go, there's your bag finish. Now, in terms of the top section, you've got various choices. You can do the whole pinching at the sides and going down if you want to. You can punch a hole in the centre. You could punch quite a big hole in the centre if you wanted to make that a bit of a feature. Tie some nice ribbons and things. I sometimes like decorating a small peg and then having maybe the tag hanging down. So, you know, lots and lots of choices. Obviously it's nice to maybe make it coordinating, use the colours that you've used, and, you know, maybe stamp a whole load of tags so that you've got those ready to go, which I could do now actually. Let's do that. I will do some stamped tags to match and then show you how I cut these up to do very quick and easy tags. Okay, so we'll go with the same colour scheme. So let's stamp something through the middle like this. Hi Kay Morrison. Okay, so to make life a little bit quicker, or stamping a bit quicker, because let's face it, sometimes we're crafting not because it's completely pleasurable, but because, you know, we've got to get some stuff done. So again, here's my tip. This is great for with the photopolymer stamps. You can get numerous leaves onto one stamp like this. So let's have a go, just stamping a few in one go. So, look at that. It's nice and easy, isn't it? So I'm doing 3 impressions. I'm managing to get just about 3 impressions here. Oh, okay. Martina, could you? Is that emailable? Or could you take a photo of it and send it to me? I'd really appreciate that. Okay, happy with those. Then we do have this little ferny thing, or pine. Pretty. Oh dear, sorry, Reet. Yeah. Well, it depends if you may have other things in your stash that look a bit like this stamp, so I just really loved the big words. I just didn't have anything like it, so that's why I ended up with it. Okay, now these are just berries that are all over the place. I'm not too worried that they're holly berries now. I've got, you know, got over my initial, you know, it's got to be holly berries. They're just general berries. even though they are clustered in 3 and they are really meant to be holly berries. Got a bit of a blank bit there. Just berries to match the bag. Yes. Right. So my plan is to cut this down the middle now. I'm going to do my sparkles first. I'm not going to stamp the piece on just yet. Okay, so it's my biggest tip is when you're stamping for doing tags, do not put the words on until you are finished cutting up, because with all the best will in the world, sometimes you can still overreach, or you can, put them in the wrong place. So don't even try to stamp the sentiments until you've cut them up. Okay, so these are my giant dottages, giant sparkles. So this is where I'm missing that lovely stars stamp set from last year. That gorgeous little sort of like flutter of stars, didn't it? It was gorgeous. Okay, so what did I do? So I'm going to cut this at 10.5. So whatever size you're using, cut it in half lengthways. Now I want this to fit into the tag topper punch that Stampin' Up do. So I'm going to cut this just under 5 centimeters wide, because I also want to cut out 6 along here, which is actually 12. So I'm going to 5 centimeters, and I'm going just under like 0.5 millimeter, and then cut. Now you can cut through 2 pieces of cardstock with these new trimmers because the blades are longer than the previous one. So you can get more done in half the time. You all talk. I can see that Rita and Karen are talking about being demonstrators and being your own best customers. So did you know you can become a demonstrator and not sell a bit of product at all? You don't actually have to be a seller of product to become a demonstrator. All you need to do is want to save money, because you get a discount by joining Stampin' Up. And yeah, it's basically almost like just joining a club, really, because you get exclusive access to what's coming out in the future. You get to hear all the news from Stampin' Up. If you sign up with me, you get I have an exclusive Facebook group and Facebook Messenger group for my team, and you have me to consult with if you do want to kind of get into the point where you want to share what you do and try and get a few customers or build a business. Then I can help you do that. So this is I've had this for a long time. This is the scallop tag topper punch, which is in the current catalogue, and it's fabulous. It just helps make tag making so quick and easy. So just pop those in there. Put these in here. Put these in the bin. Okay, now you can do your stamping. Now I wonder if some of the other stamps would fit on here. Let's have a look. Ooh, a piece would fit. Let's have a go with that one. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to have another swig of my drink. Ooh, that's nice. I think we need the on earth bit as well, don't we? That's fine, Cindy. It just means that, you know, you have someone else to help get you to your targets. That's nice. Peace on earth. Now, see, I'm in a bit of a dilemma. I don't know whether to do the on earth like that way, or if I prefer doing it that way. Because when a tag is on a parcel, you know, it gets swung from side to side, doesn't it? So it doesn't actually really matter. Now, if you're into like making this a little bit more luxurious, what you could do is cut another one from one of the coordinating colours and like offset it a little bit. So you could do that if you wanted to. So these tags are 1 in a million. They are. There will never be any the same again. Right, so I'm starting to get into production mode now because I've now figured out what I'm doing. So I'm going to do 6 in the piece and then I'm going to do 6 in the joy. So this is how you kind of set up your production line, really, once you're happy with what you've designed. Oh, hi Deborah Mitchum. Didn't see you there. Right, there we go. I'll bring the joy back. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy. So very happy. Now, I'll tell you what, if I get a copyright strike for that, that would be ridiculous, because I'm sure that song is over 50 years old. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And then my favourite verse is the I've got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart. Well, down in my heart. It's like a riddle. It's like a tongue twister, but it's actually not really a tongue twister. It just sounds really cool. I got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart. Peace, joy to the world, isn't it? To the world, that's the one I want. Don't want to get muddled. Now, see, this is the one. Now, this is longer, you see. So I think this one is going to have to go straight across because otherwise it's never going to fit. So, hi, Jenny's getting inky with it. Cindy's going to stamp the zany zebras on the on her Christmas cards. I love it. Good idea. You know what? This is going to be like a Christmas like no other, isn't it, this year? So let's just, you know, throw the traditions out the window. Martina, you're hilarious. You know, that's what I love you. Now, the only thing is, just remember to try and not clash the two colours. So I've got To the World in Purple and I've got that purple berry there. So I want to just make sure I miss that, because if I stamp it over, it's going to lose the effect. The zebras were at the nativity with the octopi. Yeah. Okay, so the other way you can spiff this up a little bit is if you wanted to do some edging. So a really quick way to edge your tags is just to pop them into the ink pad like this. I'm not going to try and go do the scallop because that just might end up in a mess. So I'm not going to do that. But there we go. Can you see? I've got that tiny thin edging all the way around. You know who I learnt that from? The wonderful Anna Griffin. She's not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. In fact, she has her own company, so I shouldn't really mention her name too many times. But she is such a generous crafter and businesswoman. You know what? She's lovely. So I learnt that from her many years ago, how to edge your pieces. And you know, it's stayed with me, that technique. I think it's such a great technique to add a border. Now, the reason I'm not doing what she used to do, she used to like slice through, and I don't want to tell you that you can do that in case it all goes wrong and you end up with an ink pad in shreds. So we were not going to do it that way. We're just going to very, genteelly, just, add the ink like that. I've been commissioned to do an elephant holding a holly leaf for a Christmas gift. Love it. Throw out tradition, Ruth. You're giving me a heart failure talking like that. Well, I must admit, I'm not a super duper Christmas traditionalist, because Christmas kind of, I don't know, a Christian Christmas, if you know what I mean. It's not all about the traditions, if that makes sense. It's more about the who rather than the what. So, yeah. Email me if you want to talk about it further. Right, now before I go, I wanted to announce that I am going to be doing a class on Friday. And I think I may even schedule one for the following Friday. Just getting my diary up and running, guys and gals. So, look at my to-do list. I think I've done some of those things, not all, today. Blah, 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 blah. Friday, next Friday. So I'm going to do it at 9 p.m. GMT. So that's an hour earlier than the previous ones I've been doing. So if anyone wants to book onto, this is class 2, okay? So if anyone has done class 1 and would like to do class 2, then book onto that one. And you need to email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. You need to email me with your intention to say, I want to attend, the class on the 18th of September. And then I will then PayPal invoice you. And once that has been paid, that will book you on. Okay? So if you are also interested in doing class 1, if you're interested in class 1, contact me, because I was going to do it that Friday, but I've just looked in my diary and I've got a bit of a clash there. So I may have to do it another day of the week. Okay. So generally I can't do Wednesdays. Wednesday nights. So I can do a Tuesday or a Thursday at 9 p.m. Now, if you're in Europe, or if you're in the UK, Europe and Australia, again, email me for times, because I can do 1 a.m. is a bit late. Linda, 1 p.m. for you. It'll be 9 p.m. for me. Anyway, Linda, you're already booked on. Linda, you're already booked on class 2 in October. I'm just forgetting what she's booked onto. So if you're, I'm losing track now. If you're in Australia, New Zealand, or the UK, and you would like to do the class, I will do morning classes, but I just need to have a bit of warning because I'm home educating my daughter now and I need to fit around her and the Zoom schedule with my sister Helen. So it's not I can do it, I just need to plan it. Okay, so yeah, Linda, you are already booked on for the 2nd of October. That one is full because I did a class the other day and everybody who participated in that class wanted to do the class together for the 2nd class, so that's fine. That was really easy. So those of you, there's 2 other groups of class 1. So if any of those people want to do class 2, now there's no reason you can start by doing class 2 if you want to, but the focus is very much on the shimmer white cardstock, and we're going to get messy. So you're going to need a silicone sheet or a waterproof sheet. You're going to need a heat tool and a towel, basically. Yeah. What's Martina saying? The Ndola warriors are a story about a zebra, a hyena, a bush cat, and a guinea fowl on top of each other to scare. That sounds amazing, Martina. You need to tell us about that. I'll message you. You need to tell me more about that. So, hi Gail, welcome. Okay, great, Tilly's Crafts, great. Linda's armed and ready. And dangerous. Now, the other thing I wanted to announce as well is that if you are in my team, okay, I offer my classes at 75% off. If you are in my that's in my direct team. If you are in my downlines team, you get a class for 50% off, and if you're my downline, you get it off for 25% off. Okay, just putting it out there so that you know, because I want to make sure that my teams are trained how to stamp. And also, if you've earned some vouchers, okay, so Martina, I've got to send out vouchers to you. If you want to do a class, you can use your vouchers on a class. Okay, you just need to contact me and we'll sort it out. So the way to earn vouchers is by shopping with me. So shop with me and you can earn vouchers. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think that's it really. So there we go. We've done two one-sheet wonders. We've turned one into a bag with the tiniest little bit of wastage, tiny bit of wastage, and we've made 12 tags with, again, the tiniest bit of wastage. It was just what got punched off the top. I will list all the products used. I am starting to use a Stampin' Up tool. So what will happen is there'll be a link in the description below. You can click on that link and it will have a list of all the products I've used here. And if you do shop with me and want to shop with any of those, you can just add them to your cart. Isn't that marvellous? So the wonders of modern technology will make it easier for you guys to shop with me. So that is what I've decided from now on. That is what I'm going to do. Rather than me listing everything out as I have done, you will click on a link and the list will be there instead. All right. So if you do shop with me, don't forget to grab the host code. And if you do forget to use it, don't you worry, I can add it later. But if you do shop and you spend more than £150, keep the rewards to yourself and use them straight away. Don't forget to give Ruth a thumbs up. Yay, yay, yay. I need to buy this stamp set now. Is that okay, Ruth? All right then, Kay. Hi, Navarana. Quickly, go back and you'll be fine. Oh, thank you, guys. Hi, Diane Baxter. Lovely to see you. Sounds like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe instructions. You know what? I've just started watching. Oh, no, it wasn't Hitchhiker's Guide. No, it was another programme, the UK one. Oh, what's it called? Oh, who knows a UK British comedy? The one set in space. Oh, dear. Anyway. Hi, Gail Missing. Where are you from? From Trinbago. Oh, as in Trinidad and Tobago. Got you. I think. Let me know if I'm late. Sorry, not late. If I'm wrong. Is that yes, Red Dwarf. That's it. That's the one. I just started watching it. I didn't watch it the first time round. You know what? Since we're chatting, I'm just going to keep stamping. I want to try some other stuff with this. Who wants to see another one? Oh, there was a really lovely colour scheme that I saw, didn't I? With the terracotta tile. And Blushing Bride. I want to try that colour scheme out. See, just as you thought I was winding up, I'm winding in. Sorry, winding up. Oh. I'll go stop talking now. Right, this time I wanted to do it the opposite way round. We have all the time in the world. So this time I'm going to do the joy. But I'm going to have the joy as like a nice kind of thing going on. I know, I thought yeah, that's the word. I was winding down, but I wasn't. I'm winding up. It's because I can hear that people are getting on with things in my kitchen, so I don't need to be in the kitchen. I can carry on stamping. I got the joy, 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 joy. Okay, this stamp is so pretty, this one. I'm going to do a few. Yes, you keep stamping separate, Cindy. Yes, you do that. Oh, now my Blushing Bride is a little bit juicy. Okay, so if this happens where your ink pad is a bit juicy, do this. Just help push some of the ink to one side. Like that. Just have my cloths. Get me little cloths out. Give your block a wipe. Okay, start again. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so if you get these little bubbles, let me show you what they look like. You see how that was all bubbly? Okay. Oh, Navarana's gone to her big screen so she can braid. What are you braiding, Navarana? And what style are you doing? Are you doing Japanese braiding? Or... Oh, look, I managed to get a splodge there. Winding up or winding down, the same to me. We can hide that splodge later, can't we? Oh, it's such a nice colour scheme. I like this. Yes, I think this would be another bag. Yeah. Just gives you the opportunity to be kind of creative on a big canvas scale, I think, when you're making a bag like this. You know, you wouldn't normally keep a piece like this all in one sheet. You know, normally we'd be cutting it up to make cards. So it's actually quite nice to kind of play with this level of size. Okay, let's move on to some Misty Moonlight. Oops. You can buy, so all the big ink pads are £7, as Kay said, Helen, but you can purchase some smaller, like a set of smaller ones for, I think they're 20 something, but they're slightly different in that they're not foam pads, but you get, I think it's 8 different colours. Oh, thank you, Kay. How long have you been following me? Oh, enjoy, Cindy. Enjoy your porch. Thank you. Eight spots for £22. That's it. Can you read out the colours? Read out the colours. What are the colours, Kate? Actually, I can. Oh, I did have a. Where's my catalogue gone? I did have it. Oh, I don't have it to hand, unfortunately. I could just ring you, Kay. That would be easier, wouldn't it? Would you like to join me for a chat? So the thing that's lacking for me in this set is some sort of finer texture, but that can be added afterwards. I have got some stencils actually somewhere that we could use just to put some extra bits of texture, but remember it is a bag, so you may not want to spend a huge amount of time doing every single bag, you know, because well, it depends how many people I guess you're needing to make bags for, but okay. So I'm just going to see if I can find my stencils. Oh, where are my current ones gone? Oh, there's those ones. So I think some pale blue would be nice on here. So this is a really easy way to get some texture onto some work. And also you have a bit of control as to where it goes as well. You don't have to put it all over. Just very subtle. Okay. That's just helping to fill out that white space. Yeah, this is a current stencil, Navarana, Stampin' Up! Do. I was a little disappointed they didn't come out with any more stencils for this winter catalogue, but we do have the gold foil paper, which I love using as a stencil, so I'll forgive them for it. Hi, Ali. Oh, well done for catching up. There we go. Yeah, it comes in a pack of 4, those stencils. Right, so let's see if we can create more of a box bag, if that makes sense. So we'll take those same measurements, the 28 centimetres or the 11 inches, and we're going to divide that by 4. Now that's so much easier to do in centimetres than it does in inches. But so let's do 28 divided by 4, so that's 17. So then we have to make sure then that the base is added times 2 is more than 7 centimetres. So let's go for a 4 centimetre or a 5 centimetre base, and then we'll know that works. So we're going to score the bottom of the bag at 5 centimetres. So we've got the score blade, which is the pale grey one. Then we're going to score at 7, 14, and then 21. I'm going to cheat by just folding that over. Just do it like that. And then at 28. And then just, oh no, project leave, you need to cut that off. Right. So again, we're going to burnish all our edges. And with this kind of design, you could do almost those sort of more milk carton style boxes. So if you wanted to score along the middle, you could do. And what that would hopefully do is, when you fold it all together, it will give you that milk carton look. So, I don't know, I'm putting it in at about 6 inches there. I'm just giving that an extra score. So I will stick this together just to show you how it all works. So again, we get, oh, I stabbed myself. So I'm just going to cut a slit up. So I fold the paper. Now this is the Whisper White cardstock that Stampin' Up! Do. It's the pack of 40, which in pounds works out at £9 for a pack of 40. And it's not super thick, but it's sturdy enough to make a little box or bag like this. If you want it extra sturdy, then I would use the Whisper White thick. But for quick little things like this, I think it's adequate. Then we are going to glue. Pop a little bit of glue down there. Now I'm using the Tombow multi-purpose adhesive, and it does like to squidge a little bit, so you don't need a lot, and you do not need to go right up to the edge with it because it will spread. So I'm just making sure that's really nicely stuck down. And then we've got a nice sturdy bottom. So just put a little bit of glue there, don't need loads. And then pop a little bit more across there to hold that all in place, and then just kind of like square it up really. Make sure it's all nice and squared up. Oh, your craft room has exploded with rearranging. Oh, you know what? It's always got to look worse before it can look good. Oh, I forgot to fold these over. Oh, don't be a Ruth and forget to score these. Oh well, I'm just going to have to go for it and hope. Hold on, see if I can do it this way. Let's score that downwards. Oh look, I think I've made a new type of box. It's the wobbly box. Right, so remember to fold that backwards before you start doing this bit. Anyway, so then when you push down, you see, like that, that stops at that point there, you see. So that's the reason that you score and burnish. Don't forget, like I did. And then you end up with that adorable kind of like milk carton effect. Old-fashioned milk carton. I don't know if many people buy milk in these cartons anymore. And then you just need an adorable little peg. And I cannot throw mine away. I love all mine for pegs and bellies. This is my little stash of... Some of these colours go back way away, but how cute is that? Popped on there. If you want something a bit stronger, you can go for the library clips. And there we go. Now I don't think we don't sell library clips at the moment, but you can pick them up from other stationers. And there you have it. So there's my joy. So Peace and Joy stamp set, and with that one I did use the stencils. I will list these in the description below. Now if you're watching this in the future, so say a year or so in the future, it may be that some of these products are not available, so I'm sorry about that. However, you may be able to seek them out somewhere else. So, or we might have something else that can replace it. So if you're watching this in the future and you'd like a current catalogue, then please do contact me and I will point you either in the direction of the electronic one, or you can order a physical copy for yourself if you live in the UK, and in France, Germany, Austria and Holland I can send you an English language copy. But if you would like it in your own language, then the catalogue is available in Japanese, it's available in German, French, some of the stamp sets are available in Dutch. I don't know if the catalogue's available in Australian though. The Australians will have to tell me. Yeah. Most of the catalogue is available in American though. But recently they have started to translate things into English. You know, like certain words the Americans can't spell. Like saviour, colour. You know, we'll forgive the Americans for, you know, I don't know, they just drop, I think over the passage from like the UK or wherever it was over to America, they just dropped a few vowels on the way, so that's why. Anyway, I am joking. For those of you who think I'm being really rude, I am joking. My American friends will be laughing. Oh dear, there we go. See, Anne-Marie's laughing. Oh no, she's British. Your milk cartons are this design. Oh, lovely. There we go. Right, thank you for your company, everybody. It's been a pleasure, always a pleasure. And if you need any help with purchasing any of these products, or if you'd like them for a little bit less, then let me know, let me help you. Linda's looking for the lost vowels. Okay, take care, guys. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Diana Baxter's laughing. Oh, good. I sometimes wonder if, you know, my audience get my jokes. Take care. Bye.